Hello YouTube, I'm Faninder. In the previous tutorial, we have learned about the selection statement if. So, in this tutorial, we'll be looking at other selection statement. So, let us write a program that will print the month when a user enters the number of the month. That is, if a user enters input as 4 during runtime, then our program should print as April. So when a user enters certain number of a month, then our program should print what month it is. We can use if statement for executing this program. But consider there are 12 months in an year, and to check what the user enters, we need to write 12 if and else block. That will be a big ambiguity for us. So to reduce the coding effort, we have another selection statement that I will introduce in this tutorial, the switch statement. It is the switch statement. The syntax of the switch statement is like this: the keyword switch followed by expression and then an open bracket. It has some other keywords like case, and we will provide certain values to compare. I will tell you what all this means. And in this case, we have some set of statements, and then one more keyword which is break. I will just copy this. So the switch statement is going to have more than one case values and one default case. Sorry, default case and statements in it. The switch statement is going to compare the value of the expression with all the values in its case. Means, for example, if we have the value of expression as, say, integer value as 5, and we are going to provide the case values of type integer, so we will be providing case 1 and some case 3 and so on. So the switch statement is going to compare the expression value with the values in this case label. This is said to be as case label. So the switch statement is going to compare the value of the expression with the case label. When the expression value meets with the value of the case label, the certain statements of the block associated with that label is going to be executed. The break statement here, after executing all the statements in the case label, it is going to print, it is going to shift the control outside the switch statement. So let me show you by example how this all works. I will write a program that takes input from the user of integer type from 1 to 12 and prints the appropriate name of the month when a user enters certain value. So I will name this class as month, and in this month I will initialize a variable with name month, and I will be using a scanner to take the values from the user. Scanner sc equals new scanner. Scanner sc equals new scanner of system routine, and month equals sc dot. So let me import the scanner class in here. So when a user enters certain value, I will compare that value with look at here. Unlike the if statement, the switch statement does not have a condition in here. It is just going to take a value of integer or character or some other value, and it is going to compare the value with the values that has in the case labels. Like I will have case label, I will write values as case 1, and in this case I will just print as system.out dot println. Is going to print as January, and then a break. I will pause this video for a few minutes so that I can write this code, and I will resume after completing the code. So this is the program I have written. It will ask the user to enter a value of the month, and when a user enters the value, it will store the value of the month in the variable month, and we are using a switch statement. I've already told you how the switch statement works. Well, I have given 12 values or 12 case labels since a year has 12 months. So when a user enters For example, when I run this program, I will enter the value as 4. So the value 4 is going to be stored in the variable month, and the switch statement is going to take that value and it is going to compare with every value in the case label. For example, I have entered the value as 4, so the switch statement is going to compare with the value associated with the case label 1. This is called the case label. This whole block is called as a case label. So the switch statement is going to compare with the value in the case label. So since 4 is not equal to 1, it is not going to execute this. It will just compare with the next case label. Since 4 is also not 2 is also not equal to 4, it is also skips this one and compares with the next one. Since 3 is also not equal to 4, the switch statement is going to compare with the next case label. Since it has found a match, the JVM or the switch statement is going to execute the set of code it finds in this block, in this case label. So it will print as April on the screen. And immediately after this, after printing, we have written a break statement. What this break statement does is it will just transfer the control out of the switch statement to the line immediately following the switch statement. Since there is no other line after this switch statement, the program terminates after executing the switch statement. So let me save this file and show you how this works. So now I will compile the file javac month.java. So it has compiled successfully. Now I will run the file java month. So it is asking me to enter a value. So I will enter value as 4. So it has printed as April. Now I will run the file again, and this time I will enter something as 10. So it has printed as October, which is correct. Now I will enter a value as 5. It has printed as May. Now I will enter a value as 1. It is printed as 1 January. So each and every time when we enter a value, the switch statement is going to compare the value with the values the case label has, and when a match is found, the switch statement is going to execute the line. The switch statement is going to execute the set of statements the case label has. If no match is found, the switch statement is going to execute the default block. The default statement is going to be executed if a no match is found. Means in this example, let me say if I enter something as 15, the default block is going to be executed. Here we have written in the default block as year has only 12 months. So since we no match has met with the case tables, the default block is going to be executed. I hope you have understood. So that's all on switch statement. Thanks for watching.